I know you looking really good, you look so wonderful. Gonna hit the flow as you bring it back. Girl, I love it every time you shake it just like that. All girls out here on the block, as they all wearing their hats and they all looking hot. Got two girls up on the side, yeah, now I count three. And even got my man Kevin video with me. Out there as he just got through with a G-I-G. Yeah, that be a gig in case you can spell C. Break it down for you to understand. Who is that girl with a girl in the back? Damn, yes, man.
How you play Sweet Home Alabama?
I wrong. Well, first of all, we play it like 1,000 times faster than record.
Okay.
And it's just I play it like a jackass because it's very open and like the regular groove I think is and then when we play it, it's much more. That kind of a thing.
Okay. Okay.
So it's just way more like, I don't know.
Run that with the hi-hat closed.
With the hi-hat closed?
Yeah, and then open it up every now and then.
Yeah.
You know. Here we go again. Partying, yeah, for all my friends. Doing this till the music ends. Everybody, you can come on in. Got the jam right here, it's the jam of the night. Me and my boy Kevin are doing it like, yeah, never ever seen. We chilling in the house. Gotta let you know exactly what we all about. It's that Sweet Home Alabama. You better go and get your grandma. Cause we can do this all night. Doing this for all the things you like. Yeah, that's right, got hands in the air. We be performing like everywhere. See us downtown, see us on the block. See us out here giving you something hot. Whether it's hip-hop or whether it is rock, whether it is country, making it a lot, and we keeping it so funky, right here on the mic, and we doing it so something, and we gotta keep it tight. That's right, that's right. Everybody, come on and let's slide. Yeah, you know what we doing is this jive. Are you ready now feeling this vibe? It's like a Sweet Home Alabama. Sweet Home Alabama. Yeah. Sweet Home Alabama. We got a twist on this right here. Sweet Home Alabama. This is the song of the year. Now whether it's me or whether my man K, yeah, we be coming with a funky beat. Hey, you're liking everything that I say, and I know that you like it like I'm a DJ. Moving to the left and then I move back to the right. Come in with a flow that's got to be precise. Whether it be quick or whether it be slow, it really don't matter. That's the way that it goes. It's the way that I flow when I'm chilling in the stool, sitting here smoking while I'm right in front of you, rolling up a doobie, ooh-wee, cause I love the tree with the loose leaf, looking for a cutie, waiting on things to change so we can get back on the block and we do our thing. Tired of being quarantined, do what I do. Shout out to Alabama, this one's for you. This is Sweet Home Alabama. Yeah, this how we do it now. Sweet Home Alabama. Yeah, this how we do it now. Sweet Home Alabama. Yeah, this how we do it now. Sweet Alabama. Yeah. Now I've been to Bama and Florida across the border to places I'm sure you hung out and sipped a margarita, looking at ladies and all they features, walking by the water as I'm just chilling, getting that Alabama feeling. Whether you're War Eagle, whether Roll Tide, I just really wanna know, what do you like? See them over there as they be rocking that A. Yeah, to the people, wave your hands, say hey. Whether you be the elephant walking all around, yeah, you know me, I'm about to put it down all day, all night, giving you something I know that you like, making it right, and it will be all the way from Alabama to down to Tennessee, cause it's Sweet Home Alabama. This one's for you now, this one's for you now. Sweet Home Alabama. This one's for you now, this one's for you now. Woo. Sweet Home Alabama. This one's for you now, this one's for you now. Sweet Home Alabama. This one's for you now, this one's for you now. Yeah, boy. Yeah.
How long have you been doing
Broadway thing.
Broadway thing, and also just like the freestyle rap thing in general, because that, regardless who's doing it, just blows my mind.
Well, I appreciate that, man. I've been on Broadway since 2008. I started, yeah, 2008 was, well, yeah, was it 2000? I think it was may have been the summer of 2007, 2000, yeah, like the summer of 2007, because my band had just did our last show in New York. Man, it was such a great show. It's like, and I had like a 9-piece band. Was it? Yeah, I had the whole band then. So it was like a 3-piece horn section, percussion, bass, lead, and drums, and I was the front man. And we had a good time. And we came back. It was just like that was it. It's like because everybody wanted to do different things, you know. So then I went back on the block. I'd been on Second Avenue since 2001. Yeah, 2001. I started working on Second Avenue, just backpacking with CDs. I'd make a mixed CD, get out there and sell it for like $5 to $10. You know, I'd walk up to people, be like, "You like hip hop?" Be like, "Yeah, man." Be like, "My man right there, who be dressed in black. See you over there as you wearing the hat. See you with the glasses, your arm on your leg. I got a good rap, so there's no need to beg. I just sit back and chill on the wall. It feels like that you are my dog. Got the shirt that's almost a V-neck. Even got you laughing. I got your respect. So good to see you as you behind the drums. I really hope that you are having fun. And if you like what you heard and you think I'm a scholar, I got a CD for sale for only $5."
Wow.
Bad. That's what it would be, man. It would be like that. So my goal was to sell like 30 CDs a night, you know, get out there and do that. And I did that from 2000 to 2008. And then like I say, we did the band thing, came back home. I went out on the block that night. My band, we had just dispersed. And then my boy, my drummer now, was he wasn't my drummer then. He was playing across the street with the break dancers. You ever seen the break dancers? Oh, the break dancers be on that. Shout out to my boy D-Rock. Yeah, they be down there on Second Avenue across the street from BB King's. I mean, it's cool. Music City Soul, that's their name, Music City Soul. And my guy was playing the drums with them, and a friend of mine was playing the keys. DJ Tui, shout out. And Rick Wilkerson. They was playing and then asked me to come over there and rap with them. I was like, okay, I'll do that. Came over there, started rapping. The crowd was enjoying it. I was like, okay, this is cool. This is more of a crowd I could get. I realized the same thing with my band, that I could reach a more diverse crowd, you know, with a band. And it's like I grew up playing drums, you know. It's like, you know, I played drums, but then I got more into rap and didn't play drums for like years. So I just concentrated on rap. And then when I got out there, when I started rapping with them, the crowd came together, and I was like, okay, this is cool. But we would have had to split the money amongst 8 other break dancers. You know, it's like, I'm like, that's cool. So 8 break dancers and 2 musicians, like, nah. So then at that time, I was like, well, we'll just get here earlier. But then my boy was like, nah, you know, we've been here for years. He's like, man, we've been watching you rap over there, had your back. It's like, and we've been breakdancing over here for at least 3 years now. So it's like, man, maybe even longer than that. He said, man, so respect it. We gonna dance here. Like, okay, so we moved to Broadway. And yeah, we moved to Broadway that July 4th of that summer, 2007. Went down there, and then there was this guy working named Tony at Merchants, and he said there's a plug in the back of Merchants. We took a long extension cord, ran it down the side of Merchants, plugged it up, and had keys and drum. I swear, man, I swear, Kevin, we had keys and drums right there on that little spot where I'm at now. It's like, because a lot of people like, man, I remember you was on the side of the building. I'm like, I wasn't on the side of the building first. I was right there. And everybody who says, man, I remember you was playing buckets. It's like, no, I've never played buckets out there. It's like everybody always say, I'm like, no. It's like when we first started Broadway, it was my band, my second band, Second and Commerce, because that's what we named it since we met on Second and Commerce. We was like, hey, let's do an album, Second and Commerce, which is a pretty cool album. And so we was performing there, and my drummer, he got called to do some gigs out of town. So then the keyboardist was like, okay, well, I guess I'll have to just play the drums. So he had to learn how to play the drums because, the cops was like, you can't have all this stuff out here. Cause it was like, I'm like, yeah, it is a lot. So he got rid of the keys and he started playing the drums. Never played the drums before, so it was just basic beats. But it was cool. He knew, and he was so good on keys, he knew how to keep the pocket. So it was just he and I for a while. He made enough money to buy studio equipment, and he started buying studio equipment and renting it out. I mean, good equipment for bands, so they be paying him. Then he left the block. Okay. So I was like, it's like, okay, well now both my guys are gone. It's like I've never played drums and rapped. I either did one or two. You know, it's like I'm gonna either play the drums or I'm gonna either rap. I'm like, okay, well, I can't stop. You know, I can't stop what we got. Camera shot. It's like I can't stop doing that. Yeah, I said I can't let this gig go. I'm like, man, so what do I do? Should I make it? Should I try it? So I was like, okay, well, I'm gonna try it. I sat down and I played, and I was like, okay, well, I can keep the rhythm. I can rap. And I just started rapping. Then it worked out. Then my drummer and them, they were gone, and then 2 years had passed. 3 years had passed, and then by that second year though, I was like, when it got cold, I was like, well, it ain't that many people out here, so then let me put the headphones in so I can just listen to some music to pass the time by, and then when somebody comes by, I'll take the headphone out and rap about them, you know, just so I can keep it going. But then it would get to a point where too many people would walk by and I couldn't keep taking the headphone out, so I was like, okay, well, just leave them in and just listen to the music and just rap about people. And then it'll make the day go by faster. So that's when I started leaving the headphones in, just playing all kind of music to make the night go by. So that's why my night goes by so fast.
So you're listening to music and completely unrelated, rapping and drumming.
Yes, yes.
That sounds like such a mind fuck.
Yes. And it's so cool. It's so cool. Because, like, all of a sudden, Justin Timberlake come in, and it's like, oh, okay, like the beat. That's what's messed up. You got to mix it. That's the coolest thing. Is like, if you're in the middle of a rap and the beat is, well, just play a beat. Doing that and then catch what I'm doing.
Okay.
Yeah. Keep doing it. Keep doing it. That's it. Yes. So that's when the song changes, you know, it'll be like it'll be then bag lady, you gonna miss your time. dragging on your bags like that.
And you just have to adjust on
I
the
have to
fly.
adjust on the fly. It's like if I'm in the middle of them dropping it low, it's like I can't change the beat then because it's like I have to keep it drop it low. And if the beat changes, I'm like, shit, okay, I'll catch it in a minute. Drop it low, and then when I get ready to bring them up, I'll be like, hey, say her name, go Sabrina. So, and that's.
So is that 100% of the time you've got earphones in?
Headphones in all the time. Only time I take it out is to get their name now. I'll be like, what's the name of the bride? They'd be like, Sabrina or Michelle. Okay. Then I'll go back to the track that's playing in my head, and it's so cool because it's like I'm listening to good music, as it's playing, and I'm just seeing a visual of the city and people. So,
That's cool.
yeah.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah. And I always related to when I was a kid or younger. We didn't have YouTube or Spotify where we could just grab an instrumental and just rap over. We had to rap whatever came on the radio. We just had to record it. We couldn't just grab instrumentals like that. So if somebody's rapping on the radio or whatever track is playing on the radio, we just rapping over it. It's like we don't care. It's like whatever's playing. It can be la da 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 dum da dum dum da. I'm gonna rap over it. It's like she can be, you just the background singer. Keep singing. I'm gonna rap over you. So that's the same thing when I got it in my head. It's like no matter what's going on, it's like, and especially if the music changes, makes certain changes, then you feel like you playing with the music. Because that's when they don't hear it.
So do you have like a designated playlist, like specifically?
Most of the time it starts off with playlist where you are. Yeah, it always starts off with this song. It's like, now who is that girl that's walking down the block? Look at her looking so good. She look hot. You better wear that dress, girl. Out there with your girls. Yeah, you are the best, girl. I must confess, girl. See you as you standing right next to your man. Love the way you move. He love the way that you dance like damn. Yeah, as he bring it in. This is how we party. Yeah, we doing it again like damn. Where you been all my life? And the way that you party. Yeah, you do this right. We could party like this and do what you like. Cause we gonna make sure that it's out of sight. We've been waiting all day, yeah, just to party. As we having fun here on Broadway. Oh Lordy, we do our thing. Girl, you better hurry up and get that ring. Ooh, love the way you do that. I got you shaking right here to the music. More people over there coming on through. Gonna get a shot, mid one and even two. Bring me one too, yeah, bring that back. Right here, yeah, you know where we at. We be partying all night, truly. And you can find my man Kevin off in nudies. Ooh, we playing, yeah, up on the stage. Go ahead in, man, don't be afraid. Know you wanna walk in fast. We got bartenders there who wear masks. Yes, yeah, they be there. But long as you buy beer, they don't care. And you can see Shayna up there doing the thing. Yeah, she happen to be the California queen. Like, ooh, yeah, this is what we do down on Broadway as we rapping just for you. Yeah, I know you feel the flow true. Do you wanna party? Everybody come through. Yeah, all night long as we party in a zone. Yeah, can you feel this now? This is exactly how it really goes down. So that's how it goes. People are mad, man.
Well, I mean,
But those people were I don't know. I don't know because it's like I don't think they served the purpose. I don't think they did the purpose. I don't think. I don't know. I don't really think that they were thinking for the good. It's like I think people have a right to be mad and upset. It's funny to me, how it's been forever like this though. It's been forever. I don't know why this time are people pissed off.
I don't know. I wonder if maybe it's. I mean, it's like you said, like it's just been so long. It's been forever that it's been like this. But also the video is so like. I mean, there's for the last 10 years there's been video.
That's what I'm
But
saying.
this one in particular, I think, was so like. You would have to be insane to like even try to argue against it, which is already true for all the other ones, but I think this one was just so like he may as well have just shot him in the face. Like it was so.
What was different about this one as opposed to other ones that you've seen? Dog it.
It's all good. The other one's still going.
Yes.
Is this one still going?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's still going. I think it was. I mean, it was just like objectively speaking, it was steady. It was like a lot of other videos are like very like shaky and like okay, you can kind of see what happened and it's very obviously fucked up. But this one was just like very. It was just still and it was just on the dude. And it was closer, and you could hear what the guy was saying. You could hear what everyone was saying, and yeah, it was. I don't know. It was just like the clearest I think of any of the ones that I've seen, which are all clear.
Yeah, but I mean that's interesting. I mean that's like I said that's very interesting. It's like that's why I love being able to talk to a friend about it. It's like because I really just really can't. Every time I see it, it's just like I said, it's so embedded in us as kids that world is out there. From because my dad was thrown in a paddy wagon before, for fighting for rights, So it's like we know about it from him being scarred, and I remember him when I was young, and it was like there was just a little white kid in our yard, and he was just being mean, and then my dad was like, "Hey, get up out of my yard!" And he called. He was like, "F you N-word." I was like real young, and he was younger than me, and my dad was like, "Some of them are gonna think of you like that." And then my next door neighbor, right next to us, was the coolest, the coolest old white guy ever. But he still used the word colored. He'd be like, "Yeah, your dad is one of the coolest colored dudes that I ever met." So I got to see, the older generation who was part of it, but had accepted, coolness between blacks and whites, which was, I think, was good on me as a 14-year-old kid to see that from my neighbor right there and from the neighbor across the street, because they say most learning is learned from what you see. So I know that little kid had to have it in his house. There's no way you're just born with that. So I've always grown up feeling that there was something, that there was always going to be some hatred from some people. So I never even thought that there would be a world where all white people would like black people, or vice versa. But I always felt like black people didn't like white people in fear of what they did to them, or what I'm saying, not because of your skin. It's like I don't think when black people look at white people, they don't look at them like, those who have a hatred for white people or a dislike for white people, they'd be like, I just don't like what you stand for against me. So that's why I say, why now, when I know that feeling has been going forever with people. So it just boiled over now, and you see the clarity. That's when it's just always just been clear, and that's fucked up to know that that's just how a lot of us grew up.
Yeah.
And it's like, even though it's like I never look at any of my Caucasian or white friends like, oh man, I have a beef with you, or I hate you for your people or anything like that, because I always judge a person on what a person is and who he is. If you mean to me, well, you can just be mean to me. I'm still not gonna be just angry towards you, because I can't walk around with that hatred. I can just walk around and understand you're somebody who I don't want to be affiliated with.
I definitely think that we need a lot more of that, and a lot less of. What I don't know what to call it.
Winning.
But a lot less of, like, I feel like human beings are such pattern-seeking creatures that we naturally want to identify differences as opposed to,
Oh my God.
you know what I mean?
Say that again.
I feel like human beings are such pattern-seeking creatures that we're always trying to spot differences. I think that's what I said.
Yes.
And I just feel like, I don't know, it's not a popular thing amongst my friends for me to say this, but I just feel like if everybody would just shut the fuck up for like 5 days, and I mean like everyone, and actually shut the fuck up and maybe look inward, or just have a little quiet.
Look inward.
Maybe. I don't know.
A Beavis and Butthead joke.
Oh.
Look inward. Inward.
Oh.
He said inward. Why would that be a difficult thing amongst your friends?
I think we just like distractions too much, and entertainment, like myself included. Like, I know that I need to spend more quiet time, and I just don't. But we always, especially now with like the internet and social media and YouTube, and like there's so many readily available things to keep us distracted.
Yes. Now, what do you think there's a distraction from? I mean, because we as musicians, we wield a lot of power. It's like, see, that's the thing. When I'm making music, I'm thinking, I hate when I do that, but it's like I'm thinking of how do I make this music pleasable to everybody and still get my point across. Now, I go half and half. It's like certain music, I'm just like, fuck it, I'm going to make it the way I want to make it. Then others, I just be like, well, okay, I want to try to make sure that everybody feels it. Everybody is, can relate. I try to make relatable music. So that's why I say us as musicians, we have the power to reach so many people. So that's why also when I'm trying to relate, I'm trying to give a message that is kind of equal for both sides, even if I'll say something more for this side sometimes, and I'll say something more for this side sometimes. But I always try to make it where everybody can feel something and grow from it. Yeah. Here we go again, partying for them. People all are friends. People, all are fans down whenever he jams. They do understand, come through with the plan. And I am the man just to be the king, just to do the thing, make the people sing as I let the freedom ring. Part of the team, living the dream, sorta like it was the king. Martin Luther with a flow that can soothe ya as we just maneuver. Man, I wish the days was cooler, but now it's feeling like it's Freddy Krueger. Nightmare, yeah, walking down on my street. Yeah, people crazy, people I meet. Remember when times was sweet? Remember when that one guy took a big knee? Now everybody wanna kneel together. Come on, can we heal together? Let's be real together. Come on, everybody, let's feel together and get together and do whatever it takes. We gotta make no mistakes, and we gotta be tired of people being fake and get rid of all the hate. Man, it's a bad treatment. Man, all I'm seeing is craziness everywhere that I go. People over there tearing up these roads. People so mad, people wanna fight. Man, I can't wait till we see the light. This been going on for years and years. So many people done shed some tears. Man, I got friends on both sides. But everybody, we gon' ride together, whether we like it or not. Right now, the whole situation is hot. Yeah, putting people right on the spot. Man, people fighting with cops. Now the bombs going off. Making all the people cough. Oh yeah, man, we lost. All the drama that they brought. Man, this has been taught. This is something for years that we fought. Oh man, it makes me cry. Why do people gotta die? They say all lives matter. Yeah, that's true. But ain't everybody just hating you? Man, I just want it all to be through, but I don't think we have a clue on what we need to really do. These statements, they are true. Man, I hope we get over this, that's no joke. But until people understand the plight of every man, no matter the color or racist, you can't be a racist. Man, you might as well face it. We still caught up in the matrix. Black pill, white pill, what you wanna choose? If you have to choose, then we all gonna lose. Get the clock off snooze. And maybe we can stop singing the blues. Man, I'm just chilling with my crew, but everything that I do, it seems that we are fools. Walking around and we're scared of pandemics, but together, man, I think we can get it. Maybe right. Maybe if we put up a fight. Need more than just black plus white. Need everybody in the world to unite. Then that day, yo, it would be great. Because right now, we're the yet to be United States. Yeah. I mean, it's like they tried it peacefully. Right. See, my thing is, like, I was talking to a friend of mine. It's like, they was like, man, did you see the cops kneel? I was like, what are they kneeling for? What does that mean? And he's like, well, that was showing a peaceful I'm like, a peaceful solidarity gesture? Ain't that what Kaepernick was doing? Right. It's like, so why are the cops kneeling? If it's such a bad thing to do, it's like, why? It's like because people weren't caring about the reason why. It's like, and then you look at the cameraman, all the cameramen in there are not with their hands like that or standing up. The cameramen are moving the cameras. Every time the player just do it, they're doing that. So it's not that whatever, especially with the first verse that was cut out. That's negative towards, black people, and that's, but they don't put that, they don't sing that part, that is not so bothering me, but that's an argument that people have. And the reason why it doesn't bother me as much is because I just expect it to be America.
First verse of what?
Oh, say, can you see?
Is there a different first verse? stuff.
Yeah. Oh yes. You have to hear you have to look up the first verse of that song where it's talking about how it's I think it's about how it's killing blacks or something like that. It's crucial. It's bad.
No way.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Yeah, look up the whole beginning of that song of how he wrote it and everything. It's like I'm not one of those guys who just knows my words. I'm not that guy who can be like, yeah, it's this and it's that and it's this. I just take bits and pieces in here and be like, okay, well, I'll take that bit of truth and spread it on the people who love to read. I'm not a reader like that, but I know that there's a first part that is bad, and they never sing that part. They skip to the oh, see, can you see my? That's the second verse. That's not the first verse. Yes, yes, yes. Because if they sung the second verse, it would be offensive as hell. It would be offensive as hell.
My whole life has been a lie. I had no idea.
Yes, 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 yeah,
Wow.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so you know, I mean, like, and that's just stuff that we're not taught so much stuff in our schools or stuff like that. That's where like the Black Wall Street. It's like how they just how there was a black community. Like Chinatown got theirs, and what's the guys with the hats? With the beards, the Ireland guys. The the guys with the hats, the big hats. It's like they're like Ireland or not. I don't know what they are, but they have their own little spot in New York, their own little town. All of them wear the black hats and the black suits and the beards. Oh God, yes, 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 yes. They have their own community where all their dollars circulates. It's like in the one community that we had. When you look at the Black Wall Street, that's what they called it. It's like, and they went down and burned that community down and killed all those people. It's like oppressed, oppressed. It's like that's why there's no brother town. You know, then the way they pitted the light skins against the dark skins. Man, it's just America's, man. They hard, boy. They hard, man. It's like a friend of mine told me this a friend of mine told me this years ago. He was like, just imagine if you was just a hateful dude, a meanful dude or something, and you had the chance and you had your own country, say Broadwayville or Kyville, he said, and you just grabbed a whole bunch of slaves and brought them over there to your place, and you could just make them believe in whatever you want because you done set the rules. As long as you set the rules and have a smart foundation, people will flock in. And our forefathers and people after that were geniuses. They set up a system that was like that's great. I mean, it's like because it's like look at us. We are the coolest of friends here. So it's like there are cracks in the matrix
Yeah.
where we can all get together. We just need to break all of it and code it right where we all are united together. Zion.
Yeah. And I think generally people need to talk more.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like it's like it goes from 0 to 100. It goes from like no talking and no associating and no anything. And then the next step from that is like screaming at each other and like riots and like burning. Like it's just like it goes from like the weirdest extreme to the other weirdest extreme.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just very bizarre to me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I just understand. I understand anger fuels violence, and I don't want it to be violent. I just want people to just really, really just wake the hell up and realize that it is a problem. And like I say, black people don't hate white people because of their color. That's what's so cool. It's like we don't if we have a hate. I mean, I've never met a black person that's hated, you know, a white person just because of their color. It's like I don't really know any black people that really just say, "Oh man, I hate white people." You know, probably like the older, maybe my great no, because even my great grandfather wasn't like that. It's like I don't really know people, but I'm sure there are of older ilk. But most black people I know don't hate white people because of their skin. But I know white people. I have cool white friends who have parents or know somebody who has a hatred towards a dark skin color. You know, just somewhere be linked in that tree somewhere. He may have a friend that's a friend. You know, where he'd be like, I can't. Man, I can be sitting there with my boys, and then I can be like, yo, man, okay, man, y'all taking it too far. It's like when you taking it too far, then that's when you know that person doesn't really care, or doesn't respect that color.
Right. Or just simply doesn't get it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, racism, and just really any kind of prejudice is like so strange to me because it just doesn't make any kind of sense. Like it's what's weird about it is that I don't know where it started, but wherever it started, it was just pulled right out of some dude's ass. It's like, we're different because I say so, and then nobody disagreed,
Mm-hmm.
and then it said this. I don't know when it started. Imagine a long time ago, long before even the United States was a thing.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just the weirdest thing in the world to me. It's weird that such a bullshit idea can start such a rift, such a long-lasting rift.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
It's sad, man. It's very sad. It's like, I was watching Nick Cannon got a thing, I can't breathe again, which is very, very to the point of what's going on. It's like I would advise everybody, if you get a chance to watch that, just give it a watch, and then see, but it's like what I say. It's funny I can say that, but I feel like some people would be like, "Oh, he just crying about black people." That's how I always feel. Like whenever time this goes down, it's like that people just feeling like, "Oh, we just crying because we black," and it's like, get over it. It's like it happens to us, and that's why I always be like, well, it's like I just don't see that. I just don't see, us doing that to white people. It's like, and then that's why I say, if so, man, just show me so I can have that same empathy. It's like, it's like when people say all lives matter. It's like, yeah, that is true. That is very true. We're not saying yours don't, but it's like we feel like ours doesn't. It's like all lives matter. We just feel like ours don't.
It's one of my favorite analogies that I've seen is this little like cartoon comic book style thing, and it's there's a fire coming for a neighborhood,
Mm-hmm.
and someone's house is already on fire, and so they're putting out that fire, and another guy's like, "But all the houses matter." Well, yes, but this one's on fire right now. Like,
So true.
yeah.
So true. So true. So true.
Anyone who's ever claimed that they've experienced, I don't want to make too much of a blanket statement here, but I think any white person who's ever tried to claim that they've experienced any kind of prejudice or anything because they're white is full of shit or delusional or an idiot. Like, I mean, I don't know, maybe I guess it's possible, but I've never had to be afraid walking down the street late at night by myself. I've never had to be afraid, really, for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
To do anything or go anywhere or say anything. Like, it's crazy to me whenever a white person tries to, like,
it's kind of like when someone's like father dies. Like if your parent dies, and then your friend says to you like, "I know exactly how you feel. My dog died." It's like you have no idea how I feel. It feels like the same thing. Like for white people, it's like someone called me a cracker once. I get it. It's like you don't.
Wow. Great analogy. Wow. Wow, that is it. That is it because I've had both happen. It's like I've had my dad pass and I've had my dog pass, and they equally hurt, but I still hurt more from my dad passing. But I hurt, and I had to watch them both pass because my dad died of cancer. My dog, I had to put him to sleep in his cage because I wasn't taking him out to the vet where he'd be scared. I had the vet come and put him to sleep in his cage, and that was just like the worst. Holding his paw, oh wow, and feeling him go. But I loved him and still will always have a love for him. But man, nothing like my dad. My dad was just like, oh man, that's bruising. That's just very, very bruising.
Yeah.
Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Just another day, well, we just cast our troubles away. Just another day, where we just cast our troubles away. Throw our troubles in the sky. Gotta let them go, yeah, we gotta say bye. Gotta live life until the day we die. And gotta realize that it's gonna be alright. I'm walking to the light, I gotta have the light. I gotta have the light, gotta have it in my life. I gotta have it in my life, cause it keeps me right. It helps me sleep at night, so that I can get a good rest till the morning. Yeah, and I can continue performing. Shouts out to the people that join in. When it's cold, let the music keep you warm, man. Yeah, sit back and relax as I be spitting the flow and spitting the facts. Broadway rapper, yeah, I be that dude, the person that you really wanna talk to. Hey, Mr. Rapper, how are you? I see you rapping, man. I think your raps are cool. Yeah, rap for my sister and rap for my mom, cause every time you rap, man, your raps are the bomb. So I gotta keep on going as long as people like it when I'm flowing. 13 years out there on that spot, making everybody feel me, and that's hard. Yeah, I know they like it, and it helps my heart stay excited. Yeah, now Kevin is my sidekick. Yeah, at home, don't try this. I got the Midas touch that everybody happens to like so much. Yeah, when we go out, sometimes I go Dutch. Hush. Yeah, I like the way women look good when they be wearing blush. Touch. That's to perform. That's the way I do it. It's the way I brainstorm. Yeah, I rap, do it all night long. You can really tell, yeah, and you can coin this phrase. Broadway make my day. And the words that he just happened to say make me smooth, make me want to move like Sway. Yeah, that dude who happened to be a DJ. You know that guy with the braids, yeah, with long hair. Used to be with Eminem, yeah, way back where he was coming on. Yeah, now it's me. So shout out to everybody watching from Tennessee. Peace. Broadway rapper with Kevin in the building. Find me on Instagram, Facebook, and all that stuff in downtown, rocking the block. Sir Smoke a Lot. Yes, sir. Peace. Yeah. Thanks, fam.
Last question.
Yes.
So, what's the worst possible piece of advice you could give your younger self at any age?
The worst?
Yeah, the worst possible piece of advice.
Oh. The worst would be I mean, first thing that parts of my man would believe everything people say about you, whether good or bad. That would be part of it. That's the first thing that pops in my head. It's like, yeah, believe what everybody says about you, good or bad, because uh, that can make you or break you. Most that can really break. It can most 90% break you, because most people want to see you fail anyway. A lot of people do, and a lot of people don't believe in you. So yeah, believe, believe in every. That would be the worst thing I could say. Because every time somebody told me, "Oh, you can't do that," like when they was telling me, "Oh, you can't sell CDs out there on the block. You can't make a living like that. Nobody will buy your written CD." Because I used to have to write on the CD before I started working with the computers. Right? Nobody will buy your writing CD, your written CD. It's like, okay, 3,000 CDs later, oh, I can buy a computer. If I had been listening, I wouldn't have never had the gumption to get out there after, you know, learning how to come up with an improvisation to rap to people and sell the CD, as opposed to just talking to people like, "Hey, would you like to buy my CD? Hey, I'm a rapper. Would you like to buy a rap CD?" No, give them a performance. Bam, they be like, "Oh yeah." Then learn that gas stations were, you know, when they was telling me, well, you shouldn't do it at the gas station. It's like, okay, well, I go in there and pay the gas clerk $20 for an hour's time, for 2 hours time. He only making maybe like 8 or something at that time. You know, give him $20. He good for 2 hours. Yeah, you good. Stand out there. Bam, you got constant traffic. Then you can sell the CDs for only $3 if you want, because people buying gas. You know, people like, man, you can't sell CDs. Oh, $3. The cost of buying CDs, you know that. The cost of buying CDs and printing them yourself. I could have 100 CDs for nothing, for $10 with a label on it and everything. So I could sell all those CDs, 100 CDs for 5. When people was like, no, you can't do that. And if I hadn't have never done that, I would have never been on Broadway. In my city, you know, known as Broadway, you know, that's one of the coolest things for me, is that in the midst of all the honky tonk and countryness that is built on, from hearing people walk by before I start plugging in with headphones, "This is country music city. What are you playing that rap stuff for?" Like, you're not from here, because most of the musicians that I know that play in these bands and play in these clubs really don't care for country that much like you do. Like, you think they do. They're just fucking phenomenal ass musicians. Trust me. Trust me. I know. Hands on. That's why they can play everything. So, yeah. So, yeah. See, that's another thing. When hearing that, if I heard him, if I listened to those people when they would say that, then I would cower down. I would cower down and wouldn't be on Broadway. But I got the name Broadway to the point where everybody calls me Broadway, and that's just pretty fucking awesome to me. Yeah, that's pretty dope. And I never saw that. You know, that ain't what I grew up thinking. Like, I ain't gonna be rapping commercial. You know, no, I ain't gonna rap commercial. You know, and it takes for me to sit around with heads to, when I say heads, it's people who just really listen and spit bars, for me to get back into spitting bars. When I'm around my fellas who spit bars, then I click off in that. But most of the time I'm in which commercial is cool for me. So I don't mind rapping commercial. So, but every now and then, like when we got started, when I first sat down, bam, the bars want to come out sometime. Like, hold up, I got something to say. Okay, well, go ahead. use me as a vessel. I always say I'm a vessel. I never claim it. That's why when people ask me, man, you want to see? I'm like, no, I don't care. I don't care to watch me over, unless it was something that I know I said. And that's another thing. Like if I'm spitting, I'm rapping, and I got the music playing, and I say something that has only came like what did I say? I said it live. I was with Notch, and I said something about Oscar the Grouch. Um, I forgot. It was one of the dopest lines, and we both was like, "Oh man, that's so cold. That was so awesome." It's like I wish I would have held that back, but most of the time, it's like, no, I don't care to just hear me rhyme. It's just I like it to be put out there, just and gone. Because that's to me that's sometimes that can be vain. You know, I know when I'm doing it. You know, because they say sometimes you want to study to get better. It's like I know when I'm doing it. It's like I know when I'm rapping, and I know what I'm capable of. You know, and I know what people like. You know, and I try to get the people what they like. So I'm grateful. I'm grateful that I didn't listen to people. You know, sometimes I like constructive criticism. Though I take that, but a lot of people want to do you more harm than good when they're offering opinions. Especially a lot of people don't know our life. You know, they can't say, you know, as a musician, you know, because they don't have the guts to do something that's theirs. I won't say the guts, just sometimes it's the guts, but sometimes they don't have the vision of doing something other than working for somebody else to achieve their goals, which, that's fine and good because you can be making $200,000, $500,000 working for somebody else, but still not be completely happy because it's not yours. So I'm glad I didn't just follow the main way of doing stuff. Yeah, you go here and do that. It's like, no, I'm gonna go out here in the streets and sell CDs. Who would have thought that? You tell somebody as a kid, okay, you go out in the streets where you're gonna print up, you're gonna make your CD, you're gonna go out in the streets and you're gonna sell that CD to make a living. You're gonna feed 3 girls off of it. Wow. So I'm pretty good, man. And the biggest thing I got to shout out to my eldest daughter, Classic. Hey, Classic. Because her friends would always be like, "Your daddy ain't no rapper," and then she would show it on YouTube. What? So that's cool, man. That's cool being the dad where my daughter's like, yeah, my dad can rap and be proud of it. I did her Sweet 16, you know what I'm saying? It was like 2 years ago. Did her Sweet 16, and it was just like, got up on the stage, she's like, Daddy, get up there and rap for my friends. And then,
That's so cool.
all right.
Thinks their dad is cool ever.
I know, right? I know, especially rapping. I remember when my dad first rapped, I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. But to his credit, it was pretty dope. It was pretty dope because he was a songwriter, and he was a custodian. So first I laughed at the rap, but then later on I was like, okay, it was kind of cool because he was rapping about cleaning the building and the cafeteria ladies. And what was messed up is at the end of the rap, all the kids, because it was at a school from 5th grade to 8th grade, I think, something like that. And they gave him a standing ovation when he got done. So that was pretty impressive. Yeah, I was like, okay, he got a couple bars. So I know how I felt. I know that felt funny to me with him. And I feel great that she loves me to rap because she always say, Dad, rap for them. Every time she bring her friends around, Dad, rap for them. Okay. Yes.
That's so fucking cool.
Yes. Yes. So that's it.
That was a great fucking answer.
Yeah. Yes. Thank you for asking that question, man. Yeah. That's it. And yeah, I'll remember that walking away. I'll remember that. Yeah. I remember that's a good question for me to ask myself too. It's pretty cool. Yeah. Oh yeah, and I leave on. They got a book called "Ego is the Enemy," and I love that phrase. Ego is the enemy, so I try to live egoless. Because ego can definitely be the enemy in so many things. So.
Yeah, it can be super corrosive.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about Krantz earlier being bitter.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And like a lot of it comes from literally verbatim. Not enough people are looking at me when we play at Moody's, and it's like, dude, like I'm in the back corner. I have to wear a hat that lights up and throw my sticks in the air so people see me. Like,
Wow.
you're an attractive dude doing guitar solos. I promise you have attention.
Right. Right. Oh wow.
But
Wow.
yeah.
Wow. Some people, I don't know. That's California. I was about to say that's some people from California's type of thought. But what part is he from?
I don't think he's from California.
I didn't think so either.
I don't know where he's from actually.
'Cause like usually that's usually not. I don't know many musicians that's like that, but I don't be in bands like that.
He's the only one that I've encountered that's been that blatant about it. It's just mind blowing.
I know, man.
It's like, dude, you're making hundreds of dollars
Yes.
to do the easiest thing in the world. And I promise people are looking at you.
Come on, man.
You can't find a better situation. The only situation better than this would be like to be in the global touring
Mm-hmm.
thing. And like, most people don't get to do that. So,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
whatever.
We are musicians. Enjoy our life. That's one thing my organist told me at church. He was like, man, just because you ain't got the fame and the superstardom that you see on TV all the time, if you making a living off of playing music, then you are successful.
It's true.
I was like, oh, you're right. He was like, what do you do? I was like, man, I go out on the block. He said, where else you work?
Nowhere.
You know, like, all right then, enough said. Let's play these songs. Okay, yes sir, yes sir.
That's great.
That hit me. I was forever changed. It's like I didn't need the fame or the stardom. It's like I got it on Broadway. I got everything I needed. It's like I could pay for my daughters anything. And that's been awesome. That's been super awesome. Whatever they need, could just do for them and live life. So I'm grateful. Broadway's been good to Broadway. Yes. From Nudies to Paradise Park. Shout out to Paradise Park. Shout out to Paradise Park because they were the first people who let me play on Broadway. Shout out to them. And then Nudies, shout out to all the people, Kelly Long, Jerry Jacobs, and I know it's clicking with Jerry Jacobs, and I forgot who else I get on the stage with. Troy. Yeah, so there it is. Shout out to my folks. There we go. Broadway, we out. Right on.